Hello friends, welcome to my channel and thank you so much for watching. I hope you are all staying healthy and safe and in good spirits during these very difficult times. I'm just going to be coming on for just a few minutes here to share some of the looks that I created for the 4 Looks Friday this video. I used the Fairy Tales Storybook Cosmetics palette, the Robin Hood edition. If that sounds interesting to you, just keep on watching. This week I decided to use this palette here, this Fairy Tales Storybook Cosmetics palette in the Robin Hood edition for my 4 Looks Fridays. It is a rather large, chunky kind of palette here. It takes up a lot more space than you think it should, but it is just a beautiful packaging here. So as you can see, it's got all this nice design here. It is 6 palettes in a very earthy kind of theme here. We have some golds, we have some browns, and we have some greens, and that's it. So I did have a little bit of a difficult time coming up with 4 looks that were very unique from each other with just these 6 shades, but I think I came up with some at least fun looks from this palette, and these are more and more the kinds of shades that I'm liking these days, so let's just get on into it. For all 4 of these looks, I did use Nottingham, that kind of taupey shade, in my crease, and then I kind of went from there. For the first look, I used Quiver, this goldenrod color, all over in my crease, a little bit deeper in the outer corner, and then I used a little bit of Forest, sheared out and buffed out in the outer corner as well, and then I put Maid Marian all over the inner part of my lids. For the second look, I was thinking I was going to start off with an all green look and basically the same kind of mirror image as the gold one, but the greens started to seem too dark for me, so instead I used this in the crease here, and then I put this in the crease just a little bit buffed out, and this was on the middle and outer parts of my lids. I used Maid Marian, the gold, on the inner parts of my lids. And going in the exact opposite direction, I used only 2 shades for the third look. I used Nottingham in the crease, and then I used some of Forest in the outer corner to kind of deepen it up. And it was at this point that I was getting really frustrated because my right eyebrow is just not cooperating with me. It just wants to be way lower than the other one, and I did everything I could to try to fix it and make them look more similar, but I'm sorry, they just don't match this week. I did try. For the fourth look, I kind of felt like I was running out of easy, simple looks that I could make with this palette because I did already do an all matte neutral look, I did an all gold look, and then I did a green and gold look, and I had already decided that I felt like all green was too dark for my eyes and my complexion. So this time I kind of went back to the gold. I started with Nottingham in my crease. I put Maid Marian all over the lid, and then I used some more on a fluffy brush and buffed it into the crease to kind of diffuse it, and then I mixed Robin Hood and Maid Marian on a little crease brush and buffed it all over the lower lash line to give a little bit of a contrast. So I had the gold on the top and the green on the bottom, and I actually liked how that one turned out. And those are the 4 looks that I came up with this palette this week. As far as the palette itself, as you can see, it is this gorgeous kind of storybook theme. It's supposed to look like a book on your shelf, and it's just very nicely done, like all the details. It even makes it look like the mirror on the inside is part of the story. It has all this illustrations on the inside. The colors themselves are gorgeous. I love greens and golds these days, and of course I love that they put the neutrals in there to help balance the looks, but I did feel a little bit limited, as you know, just because it was only a 6-shade palette. The other part that was a little bit difficult to me was also those 2 shimmer shades. Not only did I feel like they exaggerated texture, but I felt like they were a little bit difficult to apply. Like I had to use several layers of them when I used a brush, and then I felt like I had to use a finger, and sometimes I even had to wet my finger, and that, when I have to do that, I know I'm having difficulty with a shimmer shade to make it show up. But once they're on there, they are very pretty. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you are all doing well and staying safe, and I hope I see you all in the next one. Bye!